Hi student, in this video I will solve exercise 5.1 from question number 14. In this question it has been said that express the following expression in the form a plus ib. Okay, this is 3 plus iota square root 5 in one bracket and other bracket 3 minus iota square root 5 upon in bracket square root 3 plus square root 2 I minus in other bracket is square root 3 minus iota root 2. Okay, we have to express this expression in standard form a plus ib. Okay, so here this is 3 plus I square root 5 and 3 minus I square root 5. So by using identity a plus b and a minus b equal to a square minus b square. Okay, so with the help of this identity this is written as 3 whole square minus iota square root 5 whole square upon this is square root 3 plus square root 2 I minus square root 3 plus I square root 2. Okay, square of 3 is 9, this is 9 minus, and this is I square into the value of square root 5 is 5 upon, so here this is cancel out square root 3 minus square root 3. Okay, so the value of square root 2i plus square root 2i, so this is 2 root 2i. Okay, here the value of I square is minus 1, so this is 9 minus 1 is into minus 1 into 5 upon 2 root 2 I. Okay, so this is 9 plus 5 upon 2 root 2 is equal to 9 plus 5 is 14, so this is 14 upon 2 root 2 I, and here this is cancel out, 2 7 is 14 is equal to 7 upon under root 2 I. Okay, so we have to multiply in numerator and denominator by I, so this becomes 7 into I upon under root 2 I into I, so this is 7I upon under root 2, the value of I into I square is minus 1. Okay, so finally this is represented minus 7 square root 2 I. Okay, and after rationalizing this number, so this become minus 2 into root 2 upon root 2 into root 2 I is equal to minus 7 root 2 of 2 I. Okay, so this is expressed in the form of a plus ib means 0 plus I, this is minus 7 root 2 by 2. Okay, this is expressed in the form of a plus ib of the given expression. Okay, hello student, in this video we will talk about representation of a complex number. Okay children, so dear children, a complex number z equal to x plus iy can be represented in the following three forms. The first is geometrical form. Okay, first is geometrical form. Second is vectorial form. Okay, second is vectorial form. The third is trigonometrical form or polar form. Okay, third is trigonometrical form, or this is also called polar form. Okay, the complex number represented in the following three forms: geometrical, vectorial and trigonometrical or polar form. So first I will discuss representation of a complex number in geometrical form. Okay, so children, as we know, if this is a 2, okay, number 2, as we know how 2 is represented, this is represented on a number line. Okay, this is 0, 1 and 2. 2 is represented on the number line, and similarly if you talk about the ordered pair, suppose this is a 2 by 3. So as you already know, the ordered pair is represented in Cartesian plane. Okay, this is a Cartesian plane, 1, 2, this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2, 3. This is x dash, y and y dash. So ordered pair of real number represented in the Cartesian plane. This is also called rectangular plane, Cartesian plane or rectangular plane. Okay, and rectangular plane, this horizontal line is called x-axis and vertical line is y-axis. But in case of complex number, means this is z equal to x plus iy. So this is written in ordered pair x comma I. Okay, so in case of complex number, this is represented in organ plane. Okay, complex number z equal to x plus iy means x comma y represented in organ plane. This is organ plane or this is called complex plane. Complex plane are also called Gaussian plane. Okay, Gaussian plane. So a complex number can be represented in the which plane is called Argand plane or complex plane or Gaussian plane. Okay, and the ordered pair x comma y is called real axis. This is called real axis, and this is called imaginary axis. Okay, real axis, imaginary axis. Okay, so dear children, if we want to represent x comma y, okay, so x comma y lies in the first quadrant. So this is a real axis, means x dash y dash. Okay, so x comma y is suppose lies here. This is a point P, x comma y. So as we know, this is a moving from origin to x unit, and after that perpendicular to y unit. So this is the representation of the coordinate x comma y. Okay, so here the length of OP is called length OP is called modulus of z. Okay, and it is denoted by mod z. Okay, so here by using Pythagoras theorem we have to find OP square equal to, suppose this is a m, hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square, means OA, base square OAM plus perpendicular PM square. So this is x square plus y square. Okay, and the OP equal to square root x plus y square, and modulus of OP is denoted by mod z. Okay, this is mod z. So this is mod z equal to x square plus y square. Okay, this is modulus of z. Okay, which means length OP is called modulus of the z. And here this length OP making an angle theta. Okay, making an angle theta with the positive direction of x axis. The length OP makes an angle theta with the positive direction of x axis is called argument. Okay, it's called argument or amplitude of OP. Okay, it is denoted by argument of z or amplitude of z, and defined by the, here the angle theta is calculated by using the formula tan theta equal to, this is y upon x, perpendicular upon base. Here y is imaginary part and x is real part. So to write imaginary part of z upon real part of z, and this is write in modular form imaginary of z upon real of part of z. Okay, so this is the concept of geometrical representation of complex number in geometrical form. Okay.